Guys, how's it going? Here's another example of Pythagorean theorem, but before we get started, we need to refresh our memories, okay? So remember, you're going to deal with a right triangle, and the most important one is your C, okay? C is always going to be the longest side, and your right triangle symbol here is always going to point to your C, okay? So the main one is C, A and B does not matter. These you can switch them if you like, but you can't do anything with C, okay? C has to be perfect. So let's get started on an example that we have here, guys. Now this problem, guys, is very popular, guys. It's always been around. So let's go ahead and try this one out. So again, guys, the most important thing we got to do here is find out what my C is. Now here's your right triangle, guys. It's right here. And what we're trying to do in this problem is find out how tall the ladder is, okay? I know that if this is 12, well, this has to be 12 as well. Okay, so there's your right triangle, guys. Okay, we have all the information that we needed. So let's go ahead and start off by finding out what my A is, B is, and C is. Okay, remember the most important one is the C. So let's get started on C. So let's assume this is a 90-degree angle, and my C is, well, I don't know. My C is X, right? I have no idea what that is. So let's go ahead and put X. There you go. Now A and B, let's go ahead and get A and B. So A is going to be 12. Let's let A be 12, and let's let B be 5. And again, these two, you could have switched them. No big deal. Okay. So now that we have everything that we need, everything A, B, and C, let's go ahead and use a formula. Let's go ahead and try it out here. So we have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So this is a part, guys, where you're going to replace the letters with the numbers, okay? Now, instead of writing A squared, we're going to replace A with 12. Instead of writing B squared, we're going to replace B with 5. And instead of writing C squared, C gets replaced with X squared, okay? Now, right here, guys, this is the part where you're going to use your Inspire. To Inspire, you're going to use menu 31, or if you don't have that downloaded, that's okay. Go ahead and use Google. Okay? So download the video on how to use Google, guys. Okay? It's not that bad. Alrighty then. Now, let's pretend, guys, I got neither or, right? Let's just keep going. Let's see what happens, okay? So let's pretend I don't have TI Inspire. I don't have Google. I'm out there in the middle of nowhere, stranded. That's okay. Let's do this a pura manita. Here we go. So 12 squared, guys. This is not 12 times 2. This is 12 times 12, okay? So careful with that. That's going to give you 144. 5 squared, I mean, it's not 5 times 2, it's 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 gives me a 25. There you go. And of course, this thing, nothing else, nothing you can do with that, so just bring it down, right? And then from there, we got to add these two bad boys. So when you add those two guys, you're going to get a 169 equals X squared. And then the last step we got to do, guys, is get rid of this little 2. Now, how do you get rid of the little 2? Easy peasy. All you gotta do is square root both sides. Now, once you square root both sides, the 2 goes away. You're left with this X, which is what we wanted. And on the other side, when you put that in the calculator, the square root of, well, it's just knowledge, right? The square root of 169 is 13. Remember, we don't have a calculator. This is something you guys to know, okay? So, there you go, guys. Try this out. Let's see how it goes. Contact me.